YouTube, what up? CJ Gaming here to you with some video that's not like the normal that I would usually bring you. Today, I'm going to be bringing you some video about Deji and KSI and Randolph. Alright, so today, the reason why I'm bringing videos in reference to them is because it's been going on for about a week or since like late November. And it seems like it's going a little far, and even as of today, they're still dropping videos. So, with that being said, I'm just going to be talking about what has happened up to the current date, and I'll be basically filling you guys in. There is a longer video to this, a more broken down video, and if you would like that, I would definitely drop that video. But, you know, if I don't get about, like, I'm new, so if I could get about like 20 likes, I'll be fine. I'll go ahead and drop that video. But mind you, it's about 40 minutes. But I could break it up into two videos. So, with that being said, here we go. So, the situation at hand is that Deji and KSI has been having problems, and it's due to one person. That's Randolph. He's the person who kicked off all this beef, because during the first video that actually started it, which was the Sidemen Family Fortunes, KSI asked name dead channels, and Randolph named Deji's channel. The reason why he named it was due to being a joke on his behalf. That's what he stated, that it was a joke. I personally feel it was a joke, but the mere fact that he named KSI's brother, I feel that Deji should have stepped in. I feel that KSI should have stepped in and defended his brother a little bit more than what he did. But the second occurrence, there was Deji. He made a video called Good News, Bad News, in which he spoke about his dog and some other things. But in that response video, he also stated, he made a comment about Randolph in that video. In that video, he basically was stating that his channel is not dead, and the reason why certain things was happening was because of certain things, and blah 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 blah. Pretty much he was defending himself, which was noble and he was supposed to do. But during that video, he made comments about Randolph staying at the Sidemen house more times than he stayed at his own house and visiting there, and maybe he should go home and be with his wife that he just married. So that was that occurrence, and pretty much with the next event, Randolph responds to Deji's video by stating, he pretty much said that it was a joke, and that, it was nothing to be that serious about. It's nothing to beef about. There's no real problems there. It was meant to be a joke. But with him mentioning his wife, he could expect to get some bars in a diss track. So that was his video. He basically just told him, yo, that was not cool to speak about my wife. It was just meant to be jokes, but you're gonna get some bars. Okay. Next off, Randolph releases that video in which he goes at Deji in reference to not being able to get women, in reference to just, it was so many things in there. He pretty much came at Deji on all costs. Pretty much there was a thing about Deji's credit card being declined, Randolph paying for his taxis. It just was bad. It was about Deji talking to a girl that turned out to be a guy, but Randolph warning him, and eventually he did not go through with it, but he was being catfished, and one of your friends has to tell you, and you finally catch on before you guys meet up. But then he also stated something about Deji getting 20% from KSI from the Paul fight, which that was kind of a low blow, because I'm like, how would you even know what was his percentage unless either Deji or KSI told you, or one of the Pauls. Somebody has to tell you that's close within the group. So that was that. The next thing was Deji's reacting to the diss track, in which he definitely defended himself. He liked the track. but he just felt that a lot of the things were lies, and he corrected a few things, basically stating that, a lot of the things that Randolph was stating, as such as his credit card was only declined because his bank was there was issues with his bank. Also, KSI paid for the taxis. Yeah. Also, with there was a comment during the dish about Deji using drugs. He basically cleared that up, stating that he took an edible during the press conference of the Paul's fight. It was things like that, and pretty much it wasn't. He definitely was trying to clear that up, and he stated, "Oh yes, there will be a diss track coming back at you." Following that, KSI is now joined in. He's now tagged in, and he goes in, and he watches the video, confirms a lot. Pretty much, he did confirm that prior to all of this, he felt that Deji was going to take it this far anyway. So he already knew that Deji was going to take offense to Randolph's Deji's channel being dead comment. He knew he was going to catch offense, so that was the case for that. But following that, he said that Deji should not have spoken about Randolph's wife. He should have left that out of it, and he felt that was a low blow. But following that, he started going in and confirming things that Randolph was saying, such as the whole comment about Deji's credit card, about Deji having his taxi paid by Randolph. It wasn't by him. Pretty much, he went in and he just was confirming things. He was also making things clear, such as the 20% for the fight with the Pauls. It was actually 25%, 40% with it being 40% if Deji won. But since Deji lost, he got what he got. So he went into a lot of that, and it definitely was a lot. And they're going, pretty much is getting deep within the brothers right now. Following KSI making that video, Deji reacted to the diss on KSI, in which it was a guy, his name is Quadeca, and he made a diss track on KSI, in which he kind of went in. He definitely had a lot of good lines during there. Deji didn't really confirm or deny anything. He definitely stated from the jump that he was KSI, Team KSI, and throughout the whole video he did that. But during the video he did confirm a few things as far as the name of the title, with him being Insecure, stating that he pretty much know that Quadeca must know KSI because Insecure fit KSI very well. So that was that. But following the reacting to the diss on KSI, Deji made his video, in which he made a few things clear in that video about Randolph. He did a good job with this video. People didn't think that Deji could rap like that, which I definitely didn't think he could rap in such a way where you never know with people these days. Everyone raps, so you're just like, okay, whether you could put words together or make a good song is two different things, but just knowing how to rap, that's something that I feel that Deji knows how to do. I'm not saying that he's the best rapper, but he knows how to rap. And this was a pretty decent rapper, him. Deji basically stated that KSI paid for the wedding, and he definitely did a good job with that one. And it was a good track. It was a decent track for him. Following the diss track from Deji, Randolph then reacted to Deji's track, in which he gave props, and he stated a lot of the things were lies, and he didn't like how Deji was speaking about his wife. So again, he said if there was multiple likes, he would come back with another diss track. All right. Following that, KSI reacted to Deji's diss, in which he was confirming and denying things that were opposed to his brother. More so, everything that seemed like it was favoring towards Randolph, he confirmed and denied things that Deji said. But KSI spoke about Deji's comment about him having relations with Randolph's wife like a horse. And he commented and made jokes about Deji, in which we didn't see that versus Randolph when Randolph made comments. So it was a little weird with that. Then he was speaking about, he was denying a few things from Deji's comments, with comments about Anne Frank, the Ann bar, searching for Ann bar or hiding like Ann. He basically he didn't like that one, clearly. The wedding, the paying for the wedding, he definitely said that it was like it was a gift. He was backing Randolph, saying that, yeah, I gave it to him as a gift. He did not like the whole thing with Deji putting his personal account up on the internet. Even though it had a lot of stuff taken out, he did not like that. Then he did confirm that Deji, when Deji said the $5 million bar, he has $5 million. You have $5 million, yet your card get declined. But following that, Randolph came out with another diss track called Victory Speech, in which he called Deji cheap, pay for real cameraman, and he said Deji had an abortion, blah blah blah. It was a lot. So that was weird. But then the next thing that happened was Deji's reaction to the track, in which he definitely did deny having any type of abortion with any woman, and he basically blamed his brother and stated that he must have told him information that was not true, and that KSI was actually the person who had abortion, which is stirring up a lot of this problem between them at this point. Then following that, Deji made another video. Deji made a video about named My Brother KSI. Why? Because at this point, I think he was just hurt, and he thinks that KSI is giving a lot of information to Randolph to use against him. He feels like he's being teamed up against, but from the sidemen, KSI, and Randolph, in order to destroy him. He feels that KSI has tried to take him out. He's tried to ruin him, and that's why he's having problems. So, following that, KSI made a video in which is now taken down, in which it was an apology video. Where he was feeling some type of way about his brother, and he wanted him to know that he loved him. He wanted to tell him that he told him that they didn't have to do all this on the media. He's been trying to keep it out of social media, and that they could do this on another place. Like, they can do this out of the public eye. So, with that being said, the next thing was Deji. Deji did something that I did not think he was going to do. He made a video with Logan Paul. He did a video with Logan Paul. He went to his show, and I feel like he went on enemy grounds in order to capture the show. Logan Paul was really good, and I have so much respect for him due to treating him as an actual guest and giving him so much respect. But in the same instance of giving him respect, he definitely did make fun of Deji, and in certain instances. But you go on someone's platform that hates your brother, he's definitely going to make his comments. Of course, you're going to expect that. But I think he said a few things that was crazy. But I feel like in the end, Deji should not have went on that show and gave up as much information that he did, even though he said that he told his brother that he was going there. Should not have gave that information up. He should have just not went on the show, or he should have just played it cool and just gave half truths or things that just doesn't fully, that he doesn't feel is true, or things that he hasn't put out in the media recently. So following that, he then makes a diss track, which is weird, and which is why I think the initial KSI video was taken down, because this diss track is one of those diss tracks where it's just like you clearly gave up more information on your brother. You flew people in that had problems with your brother, or you traveled to where these people are, and you made a video on your own brother. This is confusing behavior, and that's why I'm at this point. I was just confused, and I was just like, I don't know what to believe at this point. But following that, Randolph made a video and stated that he didn't want any of this type of stuff to happen, and that he was falling back. But it's like the problem was already done. You're not the complete blame because they already had underlying issues, but you pretty much stirred the pot by making that comment, and now they're out in the open, basically fighting in the middle of the street. So, next, following that, which was today, Deji made a video in reference to his brother and stated that things won't be the same. Deji basically knew about the videos with Logan Paul, and he knew about the diss track in which the money was already spent for the diss track, and that's why it wasn't going to be retracted. So that's why things are the way they are. That's why they still were put out, even though KSI knew about the videos and the diss track and the video with Logan Paul. So it's just a lot at this time, man. Hopefully they can come back from all this and make things right. But at this point, I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. Hopefully nothing else happens following this, but you never know. It seems like every time I think it's over, it just something else arises and they're back at it on YouTube. The only thing I can see now that should come from this is a diss track from KSI. He should be writing it down. That's what I expect, because with the thing with Quadeca, he was writing on that, in which, you know, it wasn't as good as, if you want to compare diss tracks that was made by the brothers recently, Deji is making better music than KSI. So there's really nothing besides the relationship with them that they should really be trying to fix their relationship. But with that being said, again, I feel like Randolph, you know, pushed them into this fight kinda, and then now he's trying to hide his hands as if he didn't start it. And I feel that both the brothers are at fault for keeping it going. Hopefully they get better. Hopefully they can resolve this issue, but we'll see. Time will tell. If anything else happens, I may bring another video, but if you guys want to see another video on another topic, hit me up. Y'all know how to reach out to me. But thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. It was a really good video. I really like making this video. I appreciate you all for watching it. Tune in next time. Subscribe.